I think I never talked about this with anyone. Hi there everyone. Today I was a little bit nostalgic because 1 month from now I will have 10 years since I started bodybuilding. And for those of you who don't know my story, this is where I started at 105 pounds. Those are 48 kilograms. And it was a long journey with a lot of ups and downs. I've learned a lot throughout this journey, and now I want to get back to you so you won't go through what I went, and you can save a few years so you can make those gains a little bit faster than I did. As you can see, I started very skinny. I knew that I have to eat, I knew that I have to work hard, but I didn't know exactly how and how much, and you know it's complicated. Like I said in my transformation video, even though my father was in the bodybuilding and fitness industry, he told me every single day that I have to eat in order to gain muscle, in order to gain some weight. I just didn't listen. I was a knucklehead. Like I said before, I thought I knew it better. I thought that my way is the best way, and okay, so with that being said, my top tip for you is eat. If you're new to this bodybuilding world, learn what are those calories, macronutrients, protein, fats, carbs. Learn the meal frequency, learn the calorie surplus if you want to gain weight, to learn how much calorie deficit you need to be in if you want to drop some fat. I can't stress this enough because nutrition is the most important thing, and without nutrition you will not have results. You can stress your body inside the gym, you can push those weights, you can have an amazing workout. If you don't have the nutrition, you will not have the results. To put things in perspective, this is my 1 year transformation. As you can see, almost nothing. And this is my 2 years transformation. Like I said, almost nothing. So I went from this to this in 2 years. As you can see, there's not a big difference. Even though I was an ectomorph, the reason why I didn't have enough results is because I was not in caloric surplus every single day. Maybe I had a few days in a caloric surplus, but in other days I was definitely not. Alright, moving on to tip number 2. Now I will talk about workout. The biggest mistake that I've made when I started, it was that I was focusing on weight. I knew that I have to increase the weight in order to gain muscle. I didn't know what muscle works when I do a certain exercise. I just did the movement and that was it. I started to increase the weight, I started to force my body, I started to stress my body more and more, and of course at a certain point your body will say that's enough and you need to bring it back a little bit. So injuries started to occur on my wrist. As you can see, I have skinny wrists. I had pain in my shoulders so bad that I woke up in the night with aches and pains, and it was a disaster. And I injured my knees also with heavy squats and shitty form. And yeah, those are the results of a lack of nutrition and just a knucklehead going overboard with those weights. That's why I put these two first, number 1 and number 2. And please, if you remain with something after this video, just don't do these mistakes. They can ruin your bodybuilding, let's say, career, and can ruin your health if you're not careful. Alright, moving on to the third thing I wish I knew when I started is that this sport is a marathon, is not a sprint. And you need to start with this thing in mind, that it's a marathon and it takes a little bit of time in order to put on some muscle. It's not just an overnight success. So you need to keep that in mind, that it's a marathon. You need to have consistency in order to build muscle, in order to have a balanced physique. If you want to build muscle, you need to be consistent at the caloric surplus. You can't do 2 days you're in a caloric surplus, then 3 days you're in a caloric deficit. It won't give you any results. The fourth thing that I wish I knew, and I wish a girl would told me this, because it would have a bigger impact. Nobody cares about how much you push. Nobody cares about if you increased your weights. Nobody cares about all of these things. Just focus on a good form. Focus on having that mind-muscle connection, and like I promise you, nobody cares about those weights, only your gym bodies. That's it. If you're going on a date with a girl, you're not saying to that girl, hey, I pushed 100 kilograms to bench press this day. Are you impressed? She'll say, no, I'm not. But if you have a balanced physique, an aesthetic physique, and you're healthy and you don't have pains in your wrists, shoulders, knees, she will be more impressed. I guarantee you that. Alright, moving on from the girl subject to a huge point for me, and I'm pretty sure that is a huge point for some of you, is the fact that a lot of your colleagues, a lot of your friends, a lot of maybe family members will try to bring you down. There will be a lot of naysayers, and I've experienced that. A lot of people that they're told me that I need to stop, or what am I doing? It's pointless. You don't have any results. You're going to the gym and you're looking the same. You're going to the gym for 1 year, 2 years. You look the same. Just stop. It's not for you. Like I said, there will be a lot of these kind of people that will try to stop you. They will try to bring you down. Just keep your path, keep your goal, keep that end goal in mind. It will be hard. I know it was for me. I don't want to sound cocky or arrogant or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure some of those naysayers are looking at me right now and they don't say nothing anymore. So keep that goal in your mind, keep your path. I encourage you to do so. Keep people around that are encouraging you, that are trying to help you with everything they can, even with a great word. Just keep those near you and just forget about all of those naysayers. Okay, so another thing that I wish I knew, and I give it as a tip for you, is somehow related to the previous one. Don't get discouraged. A lot of times maybe you look in the mirror and you'll say that it's not worth it, it's too much work, it's not for me. A lot of people are saying that it's not for me, maybe I should quit. I felt that bullying, and now I'm glad that I didn't give up. I gave this as another tip, but it's related with the previous one because it had a little bit of impact on me, and I used that discouragement from other people to fuel me, and now I'm here. So I wish you the best of luck. Okay, the last thing that I wish I did when I started is study more. Study from the first point, prior to going to the gym. Study nutrition, study workout, study bodybuilding magazine, study articles, study whatever. Just study, learn, and start this journey with the right foot. I think one quote that fits well with my situation a few years back is the one from Einstein that says, if you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're expecting a different outcome, it's the definition of insanity. So I was a little bit insane back then, but I think that one thing that defines me is that I don't stop. If I have something in my mind, it doesn't matter how hard it is, I just don't stop. It's just a thing of mine. Maybe it's not so healthy, maybe it's not normal, but that's just how I'm wired. If I focus on one thing, if I set a goal, I just don't stop until I smash it. So that's my thing. It may take a few years, it may take a decade, it doesn't matter, I just don't stop. A lot of times I picture myself, I think I never talked about this with anyone, but I picture myself being, I don't know, 80 years old and looking back at my opportunities and at my potential, and I don't know if I can handle all of that regret, being able to do something great and not doing because of fear or of those naysayers. Alright, so as you can see, I went a little bit deeper with this video. Like I said, today was a different day for me. I was a little bit nostalgic, knowing that in a month from now I will have 10 years since I started. Just the time flies, and looking back was a great journey, and I know another decade it's in front of me, and I know that it will be harder than the previous one because I leveled up, and once you level up, things get difficult. Alright, so I hope all of these things help you. I hope you will learn from my mistakes and you won't do them, so you will save a lot of years. I'm 100% sure that an ectomorph like me, starting from this point, with the knowledge that I share with you through this video and through my YouTube channel and Instagram post. I'm confident that it can get my results in, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years. So that's why I want to share with you through my videos, and I will make this series of what I learned in 10 years, what I wish I did better, what I wish my nutrition looked like, a lot of these kind of videos in this series. Alright, so that was it for this video. Stay tuned for another one. If you're liking this kind of videos, give me a like and subscribe. So until next time, eagles, fly above the clouds. See you. Bye.